Hey, everybody. Guess who? Hey, I guess all you guys in Boardman Township, if you believe in God and Jesus, you ought to all be thanking Jesus right now because he used me to prove to you that you don't need a mask to be in public. He proved it by using the courts themselves. And the courts told me I was going to have to wear a mask or show some kind of proof. Jesus showed them the truth that they don't have that authority and that they would be violating my disabilities rights, my HIPAA law rights. They would be violating so many rights to even demand any kind of proof of my disability. So you see, folks, even you, that you could be as healthy as a horse. All you have to do is say, I have a health problem. And if they make you prove it, they're violating your HIPAA law rights. They can't do it any other way. Everybody, it don't matter disabled or not. If you're a human being, you're alive, you have HIPAA law rights between you and your doctors. Just like you have certain rights between you and your lawyers. Same thing. And they cannot violate them just because they say you need to wear a mask. Now, I've been fighting this over a year from the governor all the way down. And it's taken me a year to get this beat into their heads. But this one courthouse in Mahoney County so far has finally realized they can't do it. So you guys ought to be thanking Jesus hard today. Because now you don't have to wear a mask in public. Anywhere that's public. And these stores that are demanding you wear the mask. And they don't want you on their property if you don't wear it, don't shop there. Show them. Okay, well, if you're going to violate my rights, because I'll tell you what, people, I took my medical records into the Giant Eagle. The very people that started this whole thing against me, according to Boardman Police. Now, I don't believe that, honestly. I believe Steve Dubus lied from the get-go. I don't believe there was anybody in HR. I think he called HR as soon as he decided what he was going to do, and he made a big story up and then said, well, we can get him for criminal trespass. I don't think Giant Eagle had one bit of anything to do with this. That's why I have not mentioned them in any lawsuits or anything else. They were duped by the Officer Dubus, just like the rest of the people were. Now, if I find out differently in court, then that'll be a whole different ballgame. But right now, I don't believe Giant Eagle had anything to do with this. It was all made up by the officer. Boardman Township police officer Steve Dubus made it all up. And if anybody in this county that has any law enforcement authority at all did just the smallest bit of investigation, they would have already figured that one out. He claimed many problems in there. Well, they would have many videos of me causing many problems in that store. They do not have it. He has nothing he has made a claim to. They have nothing they have made a claim to. Yet they're still going to make me walk into that courtroom tomorrow at 3 o'clock or around 3 o'clock. It don't matter if you're there tomorrow, people, or not. It's tomorrow. If you don't call, if you want to be there out in the parking lot, cheer me on, whatever, be there. But you're going to, I forgot the address again. I was going to put it in. I'm back out here in my barn making my video, and it's inside the house, and I'm not going to go in there to get it. It's right here off of Market Street, Criminal Court, number 2, Mahoney County. Look it up. If you want to be there for support, then be there. If you don't, then don't. If you want to be there because you figure I'm right, and you just want to show me that you're backing me because I've already showed you the evidence, then be there. I appreciate it, man. Anybody wants to show they even have any morals in this state, city, township, county, I'd love to see you there. But people, this has gone on long enough. These people are actually going to make me fight this in a courtroom. And they think I can't. That's what's even going to be more funnier. I already know what I'm going to say tomorrow the minute I walk in the door. They're waiting to see what I'm going to say. They're waiting to see what's going to be thrown at them because they don't know what to expect from me. I didn't hire one of their bar associate buddies to do anything for me because I don't trust lawyers. I never won a case with a lawyer. And I told somebody the other day, why would I hire a lawyer? I want to win. These guys do all this backdoor shady crap behind your back. You don't even know what's going on. Your lawyer don't tell you the whole truth. He's got a bar membership to worry about. They all work for the same people. The judge, the police, and the lawyers and the prosecutors all don't have bar association licenses, people, or membership cards. Now, what none of these people have, none of them, I don't care if they went to school for 14 years to be a lawyer. And they got 14 years of experience being a prosecutor or whatever, defense lawyer, whatever. Ask any one of them to show you their business license to have a business in the state they're working in. Because being a lawyer is a business, people, just like house painting. Just like Walmart, that's a business. You walk into these places, they're supposed to have their business licenses on the wall where it can plainly be seen at all times. Hell, I had to have one. We had one in our truck to prove to people we had a business license. On a paint truck. We're in a state in the United States that offers a license to have a business as a lawyer in it. None. Now, why is it there's only two fields in this country that I've ever heard? A doctor's practicing medicine and a lawyer's practicing law. Well, when are they never practicing? When are they actually doing law and medicine? Because they have medical practices. They have law practices. Everything's a practice. I thought practice was when you was in college. That was practice. When you get out here in the real world, you should be doing law, right? Not practicing. Babe. Sorry about that. That's what I call my wife. But that's where they come up with all this legalese and stuff, people. They don't want you to understand it. They use your own language against you. Against you. They take words you think you know the definition to, and they want you to believe that definition, and they pound it into your head all the way through 12 years of school. You get out here in the real world, and they're writing a contract or they're writing a law. They're changing the definitions of words you've been told means blue is now meaning green in this law or contract. And every time they say blue, they mean green. Even though you're going to think blue, they mean green. But you're going to think blue because it's spelled B-L-U-E. But that means green in this contract or law. That's how they do it, folks. They call it legalese. And then they throw at you, ignorance of the law is no excuse. What more do you need? They write laws to make it impossible to be able to read them and understand them without a code book. and then tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse. Law is for thee, but not for me. Always remember that's what they believe. There was another one I was thinking about just the other day like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was another one just like that. The lie. I mean, it's just the lies, people, the lies. To get you to give consent. If they didn't need your consent, people, they wouldn't have to lie to you. If they didn't need your consent, they wouldn't have to lie to you, people. They could tell you straight up. But they can't. They have to get your consent. And every time you vote, every time you walk into a courtroom and agree you're that, your name in all capital letters, you're giving them consent. You're claiming to be that corporation that they turned you into when you was born. Your parents helped them turn you into it. They had no choice. They didn't even know. And nobody will even look this stuff up, people. Nobody. You're too busy telling your kids there's 15 different or 50 different sexes on the earth. Tell them it's okay to be gay. It's okay to have abortions. It's okay to do about every you women now, I know this might piss off a lot of people. Let me ask you women, most of the time when I'm driving down the road or I'm out here picking up food stuff, would you, if you believe in Jesus Christ, or even if you don't, you've heard about him, and if all of a sudden this man was standing right in front of you, whether you believed in him or not, but you knew it was him the minute you saw him, you knew it was him, would you be ashamed of what you're wearing? What you dress your kids up in, people? I can't even believe some of the clothes on these people. You women ain't even leaving nothing to imagination. You're letting everybody see every crevice, crack, knot, everything you got with these stretchy pants, stretchy shirts that you like to wear so tight. Come on, people. You wonder why evil is all around you? You're promoting it. And then these kids, man, you guys don't even know how bad it breaks my heart to hear about things that happen to kids. I can take it when adults screw up and get themselves into drugs or whatever, and they end up killing themselves or going to prison. That's on them. But when kids are involved, it's a whole nother ball game, folks. That's people making them, forcing them, or allowing them to do things they shouldn't be done. That's marking your souls, people. As a parent, you're marking your own souls. Do you not realize this? Those babies are innocent until you make them. Until the first time they lie, they're innocent. And it's up to you guys to guide them. It's up to you to guide your own kids. You can't walk both sides of the line, folks, and convince your kids to do the same. That's going to mark your souls. It's going to mark their souls. All you're doing is you keep marking each other's souls. You're supposed to love each other. That's your blood. You send them off to these schools to be taught lies. You all know it. That damn math that they came up with, it was so ridiculous that even scientists couldn't do it. Whatever that crap was. They're probably still teaching it. People don't like me because I tell the truth. And if that's all it takes to get you not to like me, I don't want you around me anyway. Because if you're not willing to tell me the truth, then what are you willing to tell me? I don't need that. So, people, that's it for me today. Tomorrow, my first court date. I'm going to walk in that courtroom, and I made a bunch of promises. If I had to walk in that courtroom, what would happen? These people have been trying to call me on bluffs ever since I started this. They keep thinking I'm bluffing. Nobody's going to do their job. We're going to have to go through these steps. An innocent man be taken through steps that he should never be forced to take. And they are not going to drop it. Steve Dubas has proven exactly what he is, who he is, and what he's about. And when I prove it in court, and I win this case, that will give me all the grounds for what I promised. And make no mistakes, I will not back out of that in any way. Jesus is telling me that. So, for those of you who still question what I am, what I'm doing, what I'm about, go ahead. For those of you that prayed for me, actually care about me, maybe because I don't get no comments anymore. I don't know if anybody else knows. No comments since all this has started. I used to get comments. I ain't getting any now. Either everybody's turned on me, they're either sitting back waiting to see what happens, they're afraid to comment, afraid of what might happen to them. Now, everybody's just leaving me sitting back all by myself, or you think I'm all by myself. But there ain't nobody in this town stepping up to even try to help me. Nobody. And those of you that know I'm right, if nothing else, you ought to be in that parking lot tomorrow when I get there to go to court. Just to show me that there's somebody in this town that cares. Now, I guarantee you, as many videos I've done on Boardman Township, Ohio, people in this town know me now. Because you type in Boardman Township, Ohio, and my videos are going to come up. So, let's see, people. All I can say is I pray for all of us every day, even my enemies. I pray that people that are sick to be healed, people that are straddling that line to be pushed over to the right side, where they need to be, where they're supposed to be. I pray that we can get our country back, God-fearing country back, that is. I pray for a lot of things. And I will continue to do that. That's part of my job now. Somebody said something to me. You know, man, I thought it was supposed to be all happy days and everything. If you're a Christian, you got God in your life and it's just happy-go-lucky and nothing wrong. I laughed. It's the hardest job I've ever had in my life, folks. And it's not a job anymore, it's a belief. I believe in it, that it's right and the right thing to do. And it's the hardest thing I ever done in my life. And it's a fight from the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep. And that's why I only get about 5-6 hours sleep if I'm lucky. Because I'm always thinking about God, what's happening here, Jesus, what he's done, what he's going to do. That's always running through my mind, people, even when I'm driving down the road. You guys done this to me last year when you took everything, what little bit I had away, freedoms and stuff. You took it all away. You took away my doctors. One of them, my heart doctor, because of this mask crap. You took that prescription that I'd been told by the man that I needed to survive. And I believed. You took that away. I'm still walking around. I'm still Watachi and I'm still running free. And you took my medicines and everything away from me. Thought you was going to get me to break. And I didn't break. And I'm still walking around. If that ain't Jesus, then I must be Superman. So, for all of you, may God bless us all. Because that's the only way out. Make no mistake, God loves you and so do I. It's an old crappy day out today, Rainy. I'm going to just try to do what I can do. Have a good one, guys.